I do like white Christmases, but I mean, probably don't need this much snow. December 2nd, but what are you gonna do? I think the town's gotta wake up here. Kind of late. School's gonna end up with a delay. Yeehaw, should make the day fun. I don't know why, but when I went outside this morning, it made me think of when I was a kid. My brother and I, on snow days, or if our school got delayed, we were always pumped because our milk truck driver usually came around 8. His name was Junior, real nice guy. We would run over to the milk house and build like an igloo or like a like a snow fort, wall, something. And we would just start stockpiling the snowballs. And when Junior pulled in, he obviously knew we were back there, but he pretended like he didn't. We would peg him with snowballs, and then we'd have this giant snowball fight while we were loading the milk truck. That was as a kid, that was the coolest thing. He was an awesome milk truck driver. He'd bring us birthday cards and like Christmas presents, all kinds of stuff. He was awesome. But yeah, on snow days, that was always like the thing we were most excited about was, one, we didn't have to go to school, so we got to go help Dad at the farm. And then two, it was going to be World War III snowball style at the milk house. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We were planning on moving Menor today, but with this much snow on the road, there's no way I'm hopping in a truck anytime soon. I don't feel like sliding around. So we'll see what we get into. There's plenty to do. Today is vet check day. It's also shot day. So there's lots of cows to mark, cows to give shots to. Still feeding with the old feed truck. The main feed truck is still down. Kind of a bummer. We're very excited to get that thing back, but actually it looks like the town actually has plowed. They plowed that road. Looks like they plowed ahead of me, although here's what we're still looking at. You can see they came through because there's little snow banks, but maybe they came through quite a bit earlier, and this is just how much snow we've gotten since then. So yeah, we'll see what all we get into here. I know we got some sand stockpile too. Could bed some cows, get that done and out of the way. I think we're supposed to get some snow pretty much every night all week. It's supposed to be highs of like 30, 32. Lows in the lower teens, and we will be getting down into the single digits, I think, Thursday night. Currently, it's only 22, so warmer than it could be, but still getting over that little cough I had, but yeah. Follow along. Should be a good day. All right. Uncle Todd's truck is parked here. He's got the skid steer. I can tell by the tracks of scraping. That's generally my cue to bring sand up. So we're going to get to do a cold start on the 4430 here. We'll take sand up and bed that dry cow barn. I hate the sound of crunching snow. I don't know why that sound's always bothered me. Mensch W3355 sand shooter. It's got a bad seal down here. Gotta fix that. It's on my list. Not plugged in. Raw cold start. Boy. Miserable old John Deere. Wake up. There she goes. Thank God for the roof vents, huh? I'm actually curious if we're gonna make it up the hill to the new barn, to be honest with you. It can be a challenge in the wintertime. Grab an extra gear here, we'll put it right up at 6. Got to take the corner slower, you'll jackknife it. Grandpa put a little sand down here. There we go. We made it. We're good. That should last them a week. We do have in this new barn up here mattresses, Sand Saver mattresses. They're about 3 inches below the top of the back curb, so it's still technically a deep bed. I don't know the brand. We get them through ASAP Interiors out of Morrisville, New York. What? Yeah, I really like them. We've been in this barn 2 years on Friday. This pen, the dry cow pen. So what we used to do, well, our old barn's deep beds, and per stall in the dry cow pen, some weeks we use a third less sand, and then other weeks we'll use up to 50 to 60% less. So in our deep beds, it was pretty much a load per row. So there's 3 rows. So in the deep beds with this many stalls, it'd have been about 3 loads a week. Up here, some weeks I only use 1 load on all 3. And then if we need to stock up, I'll use a load and a half to 2 loads, depending. But for the most part, just say average 40% less sand in our dry cow pen. In our milk cow pen, it's pretty consistently a third less. They use a little more over there. I think it's just their manure's a little sloppier and comes off when you got to scrape more manure off, which means you pull more sand off. That's my thought anyways. But one of the biggest things that people don't think about with these Sand Saver mattresses is we never have to groom the stalls. We have not had a groomer up here one time in the 2 years we've been up here. And you can see it's just soft, level, doesn't build up, and not having to have them so deep you don't have sand on all your stall connections down through there, which rusts out all the bolts and clamps and brackets. So that's something that I really, really like. Now I'm curious how long they hold up. I've had guys tell me 10 years. I've had guys tell me 6 years. So that's something we're gonna have to, you know, figure out in the future. But yeah, so far I really, really like them. So I'm gonna push these cows to the front. We'll bed this front row and Uncle Todd will scrape it. He's scraping the fresh group. They got bedded last night. Well, I think it's snowing out. I'll be honest with you. About time to bring the snowmobile helmet for bedding day, I guess. Jeepers creepers. So that's done. I got a cow calving. She's 7 days overdue. I gloved her an hour and a half ago, 2 feet in the head. So everything seems to be right, but we're gonna go. She still hasn't calved, so we're gonna go up and help her with that. She's just not really pushing. I don't know what's going on. See if we can't get some chains on it and deliver a calf here. Way down in, she's fully dilated. I had to call in some reinforcements, but we got her. Whew. Little girl. Chain hook slipped off and I busted my arsehole there. Alright, let's let Mama out. Big Captain heifer out of a diesel cow. Good old cow. I don't know why. She just wasn't pushing at all. But that's a big calf. That's a real big calf. So, well, we're going to go feed some cows, I think. Uncle Todd's going to give shots. And we'll start marking cows for preg check too. But yeah, I got to feed heifers. They weren't able to feed heifers this morning because the roads were so bad we didn't dare go down the road. So I'll feed the heifers at home. Hopefully by then the salt that the county put down is starting to kick in a little bit. And it melts. We'll see. All right, got the heifer load on. The old girl does a little dance when she mixes. Poor old girl. She's seen better days. All right, well, the snow is finally letting up a little bit. It's kind of slushy snowing now. Hopefully the roads clear up a little bit. That backup feed truck is not good in the snow, and we had the driver's side windshield wiper snapped off. I'm gonna feed 2 more loads here, and then I am going to run down and go to Cal Diesel, see if we can't find a new one. If they don't have one, I might just take the passenger window wiper off and put it on the driver's side just to get those heifers fed, because yeah, you gotta be able to see driving down the road. That is important. As you guys can see, we are about to the back wall of our first cutting, which means a little over 3/4 of our first cutting is gone. About 1/4 of it's on the back side of that wall. Once the first cutting is gone, we have started opening up this. This is our 3rd cutting pile. Just opened it up, feeding a little bit to the heifers just to, you know, get her opened up, get back into some good smelling stuff. So yeah, while the truck mixes, I bring some haylage around here just to save a little bit of time when I started back up to reload. So I like to give this old truck a solid 5 minutes of load and mixing. The newer truck, you can get by with 3, maybe 4 minutes, but give this old truck an extra minute or 2 just to make sure that it really breaks up the clumps and does a good job mixing. All right, Cal Diesel did not have the arm for this, the wiper arm. Tyler was nice enough to swap the passenger side over to the driver's side for me. So got 1 more split load to feed, and then we're gonna go attempt to feed the big heifers. Just gonna take her slow and steady down these roads. Still have yet to see a plow. This morning, like I said, it looked like they might have came through early, but yeah, I haven't seen a single plow. It is now 11 o'clock. Not fun. I just put a bucket of sand down in the driveway here. These new milk trucks, with their traction control and stuff, they don't exactly climb the hill very well. See how she makes out. It's not like the old Eagle where you just grab gears and go. She's doing. I think she's making the mistake. She was going to try to loop around by the freestyle barn. You should drive right up to the parlor. I don't know. She's on her own. That's a full bucket of sand. Yeah, see, she's looping around down below here, but then you're facing downhill trying to get started backing up. What the guys have been doing is driving right up to the parlor, spinning around up there. I might have to go let her know that if she doesn't make it, but maybe if she can get her tires on the sand, it'll be enough to grip and go. I don't know. I gotta put some fuel and duff in this thing. We are about dry. All right, just saw a snowplow come through, so we're gonna take full advantage of this and try to stay right on his tail. It's just when you catch the snow pieces, it just kind of rips you around a little bit, but yeah, we'll be all right. Well, we successfully made it to our last stop up here. The old girl just using the automatic. We're just shifting her down, taking her easy. Got the 4-ways on. But we've made it everywhere we've had to go, so. Oh, that'll be good. Just got one load to load up for morning. At the end of the day here. And feeding successfully. Job well done. All right, it is 4 o'clock. Finished up vet check about 20 minutes ago. When I say vet check, it's herd health. We go through every cow that's due to be checked for whether they're pregnant or not. We were on pace to have a record-setting day. The first 4 of my 5 pens were outstanding, like well over 90% pregnant. And then I hit that last pen, and we had just a lot of opens in there. So that brought the average. It's still a very, very good day overall. I think we checked like 86 cows or something. And I don't know the total pregnant, but out of 86, probably pushing 65. Probably 65 pregnant. It's a pretty good preg check. I was sitting here wondering why my back hurts. And then I remembered that I body slammed the floor this morning pulling that calf. And I'm not as young as I once was. Turns out, if you take 260 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal and you slam it into the concrete doesn't move, but your back kind of gets a little tight by the end of the day. Not awesome, because in about an hour I'm headed out. I've got a 2-hour ride to Syracuse tonight where I'll stay the night. I get on a plane in the morning and I'm headed to Texas to look at a new toy. That'll be in the next episode, so stick around. Leave in the comments, take bets. What's my new toy gonna be? So yeah, I got a 2-hour ride tonight, 4-hour plane ride in the morning. And then by 6 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, I will be on a plane headed back home for another 4 hours. So not a great situation to have a tight back for, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's going to pretty much wrap up the video, guys, wrap up the day. I hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Rock on. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Very important.